Following the announced immediate exit of Representative Ken Buck, who cites electile dysfunction, a lot of people are wondering where that leaves Representative Lauren Boebert, who is currently running to take Buck's seat in the 4th Congressional District of Colorado. Buck's exit sets up a special election on June 25th, the same day as the primary election to which Boebert is running, to elect someone to serve out the remainder of Buck's term. Now, the question, of course, on everybody's mind is Lauren Boebert going to do that? Well, we now have an answer. Nope. She's taking the safe route. Politico reported earlier this morning that Boebert will not be involved in that special election, and it is likely because she would have to leave her current seat to run for this one, which is no guarantee. Now, Boebert said in a Rumble live stream on Wednesday that she would, quote, not further imperil the already very slim House Republican majority by vacating her seat to run for the special election. She further said, put in your Ukraine first candidate. I don't really care. It's going to be a placeholder for 6 months, but at least there will be someone to help us keep our majority. So now here's the thing, though. Whoever wins that special election will have an advantage. Incumbency. That's an advantage that Lauren Boebert does not have, as she did not win in the 4th district. She won in the 3rd district and carpet-bagged her happy ass over to that other district to run because she was afraid of losing the 3rd district. So even if it, is only for 6 months, that person would have already been in that position for a while, and if they do a good enough job, the voters will remember. Now, what's even, that's of course not good news for Lauren Boebert. She's already having a tough time convincing voters as to why they should elect a carpet-bagging drama magnate like herself. She's been put consistently in the middle of the pack in the most recent straw polls, even after touting her Trump endorsement. And now the special election is coming. So in her live stream, Boebert didn't take it this well. She called the special election, quote unquote, unnecessary and warned that it will confuse voters. Wait, I mean, way to call your voters stupid. I think most people understand that if your representative quits in the middle of their term, you got to find somebody else to serve out the rest of it, because you can't just leave the thing empty. That would effectively leave that district without any representation for nearly half a year in a presidential election year, no less, which is when voters have to be paying the most attention to their representatives. At the same time, Boebert takes a shot at Ken Buck, saying that his announcement is a quote-unquote gift to the uniparty. The establishment concocted a swampy backroom deal to try to rig an election. I'm winning by 25 points. Wait, what? What? Hold on. Where's she mean swampy? Well, look, the nomination here turns out a group of local party officials will decide each party's nominee for that special election, and then they'll run against each other, and the voters will be able to pick from those two. So what she's doing is calling her local Republican Party officials swampy. Great. I'm sure that's going to help her a lot. As for the polling, I don't know what kind of weird polling she is using. I don't see anything that suggests that she is winning by 25 points. Maybe she's talking about the general election, but the polls are way too early on that. She actually has to win the primary first. And look, the congressional district, CD4, is very Trumpy, is very conservative. So, yeah, any nominee that actually wins the primary has a pretty good shot, okay, at going to Congress. But there's a primary, and she's not doing very well in the primary. Her victory is not a guarantee. Back in February, a Florida polling firm found that about 32% of 4th District voters would vote for Boebert, okay? 49% are undecided, and 19% are looking to choose from the other 9 candidates. Political strategist Doug Kaplan told Courthouse News over the phone at the time, quote, she is the favorite but vulnerable. While Boebert proved to be the only candidate ranking with double-digit support, 67% of voters said that they would not consider voting for her. Whatever the margins are, it's irrelevant because it's earlier and her unfavorables are really high. Yes, they are. Look, the only way that she would be able to pull through the primary is if there was no particular anti-Boebert candidate that is able to grab all the other votes that are not for her. So if she's running against 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, whatever, they're going to split the vote, and Boebert could win. But if they all coalesce against one, or to supporting one candidate against Boebert, then she very well will lose this primary. So anyway, she then continues by saying that the special election will result in a lame duck congressman on day 1 and leave the 4th district with no representation for more than 3 months. The 4th district deserves better. I believe that this is selfish. Wait, did you forget that the whole reason that you went to the 4th district was because of selfish reasons? So I guess she would know. But here's the thing, though. Okay, this is a party that's purging itself of people who will not kiss Donald Trump's ass to stay in power. That's what Boebert did. Boebert is willing to, bend the knee, bend over, do whatever for Trump. That's why she got his endorsement. But not everybody is. As much as I disagree with Ken Buck on every political issue, I do got to give him some credit for not willing to debase himself for Trump in order to stay into a seat. He also knows that if he doesn't leave, he may end up getting forced out. Like the, 60 or odd members of the RNC that were recently fired after Trump's goons took over. Okay? So, at the end of the day, the Republican Party is now 100% the party of one man, Donald Trump. And the results of this, the consequences of handing this party over, means that a lot of older Republicans are quitting. I think, 18 Republicans? No, they're down to 218. And it's something like 20 plus Republicans that have already either quit or announced that they're retiring at the end of their terms. Ken Buck is just the latest casualty of handing this party over to a fascist madman.